Oh, we had to wait on Facebook that time too. Interesting. All right, we are live. Good morning, neighbors. Sorry about that. Good morning, neighbors. I'm Julius Clark, your local Indianapolis realtor, and welcome to The Pulse, where each morning we gather to go through the new listings on the market to see if there's maybe a couple that we might be able to pick out to identify as good investments. Before we get started with our regularly scheduled program today, we are going to go back over the properties that we have looked at in the past week, see where they're at. I've went over them, a couple of them really quick before we got on today. Some of them have gone pending already, so definitely identifying some good properties. Looks like we've got about 28 to get through. We just click on them real quick, see if they're pending, see if they're still active. Maybe we need to revisit them, make some more phone calls about them, and see what we can't do. All right. They're going to all open up in this other browser, aren't they? Okay, hold on one sec. I'm just going to pull this over here. This is the spreadsheet that we have in the newsletter if you haven't seen. I'm going to just make sure that it's streaming the right thing. It is. All right, let's get moving. First up is this one. It is now pending. Oh yeah, I knew that already. This was a nice little duplex out in Plainfield. Cool beans. Put an offer in on this house. Did not get accepted, so they went with another one. So at least I was there at the right time, just didn't have the right offer. It was a flip, by the way. This was just a cool house. It's still active, though, so not a whole bunch of people buying expensive houses right now. This one's still active. I did go buy this one. I've got a video as well. After going by, I do think the bedrooms are kind of too small to make anything happen out of this house. I think it would be good as a nice starter home for somebody wanting to live in Broad Ripple. It's in a fabulous area, but I just don't think it's going to be the one. Got this one on a Keystone. I really like this one. I know I bash the Keystone area quite a lot, but this one is definitely one that I like. It would be cash flowing. It's currently vacant, but at this price tag, only needing probably a couple $1,000s in work with rents. They are higher than 1,800, but conservatively at 1,800, this would be a great cash flowing investment. Now, it's not in an area where you're going to get tons and tons of appreciation, but if you're somebody that's really focused on cash flow and you need that for your first investment, this would be a great one. This one's still around. I have put an offer in on this house. It was a little too low. They didn't want to accept it. I do think it needs a pretty hefty rehab, but I think it'd be mightily worth it. My conservative ARV on this one was about 450. I think you can get the work done for less than 105, probably even less than that. And I think this thing, honestly, if I were to list this house, I'd want to list it at like 485, just because it has the largest lot in there. All the other comps have one less bathroom as well. So I think this one could definitely soar. It is one of those situations where it's one of the best houses in the neighborhood after it's fixed up. So it's kind of hard to judge where it would sell at, but conservatively 100% it could sell at 450. But personally, I think that it could go higher at like 485. Close that. Yeah, we're chugging through these today. Let's get her done. All right, next up, we've got this one at Chester. I did check this one out in person. It is not as clean as you would want it to be. I do think you would need this one quite a bit cheaper for it to be a good investment, 120 or lower. Checked out this one as well. Not bad. It did seem to have like a mice and insect problem. So that would need to get addressed certainly. And there's a couple of minor things around the house that also need fixed up. We'll look at the pictures real quick because I don't remember this one all that well. Not in a fabulous area. The garage is busted out. The floors in here were okay. They were kind of torn up on some of the edges, but it'd be okay for a rental. I'd put a new countertop in here, maybe just paint it and paint the cabinets as well. Just a nice little 1-1. Rents here were about $750. This is a duplex. Next up, we got this one on Boulevard. Wow, it is pending. I was really back and forth on this one. It's in an okay spot, but it's a little iffy. I was speaking to an investor that has a couple other properties over there, and he was like, yeah, I just wouldn't do it again. So that's where this one ended up. Somebody maybe has a lot of faith in the area. Who knows? And this one is one that had been on the market previously for a really long time, but it has reemerged about 20K cheaper. It does need a ton of work, and I'm pretty sure if I go and look at it in person, it's going to need even more work than I thought. And it's not in a spot where it's going to get the highest ARV currently, maybe in a year or two, but not right now. Taft, man, I was going to go. I said probably 2 or 3 times I was going to go look at this house, and I never ended up being able to go. I did finally get it on my calendar for today, and I was going to go, but I was too late. That shows how fast the market moves around here and how on top of things you need to be. And I didn't do the work on this one. This one was on me. I'm pretty sure I could have got this one moved. This one's in Martinsville. Cheap little flip. I want to look at it again, actually. Get a little estimate of where I think the rehab would be. I think the comp all day is $250 on this thing. You need new walls, new floors. So you're probably around you need a new bathroom. I need some drywall as well. And this is probably going to come in near 100K, probably a little bit under. This was definitely a big pain point with this house. I do think it's kind of weird. So you got the master bedroom here, and then it's a shared bathroom. Nope, cut that off, 100%. Second, I would switch where the kitchen and the dining room are. I'd prefer a bigger kitchen and a smaller dining room. Over here, I would add a half bath under here and make it so you can get in this way or something, or a half bath here. One of the two. I'd put a half bath in here because you are taking away this shared bathroom. Having a half bath would be more pleasurable for when you have guests over. These bedrooms do have a shared bathroom over here. I think this is a great house. I'd be interested in what the upstairs and the basement look like, because it definitely has a big enough attic to be finished, but it hasn't been, I don't think. And I'm pretty sure it also has a basement that is unfinished. So $250 ARV on that thing all day. You could even hold that. The rent wasn't great there, but you could wait until other things are renovated more so in that area with finished basements, and then you could make even more equity. Graham put an offer on this one at ask price, but with a VA loan. They turned it down. They ended up getting a cash offer above ask price, so makes sense. I'd probably take the cash offer as well. Gale, this one's also gone pending. I didn't go to check this one out. I didn't even do a great analysis on what I thought about it or anything. It was one that I thought was okay. I remember that. I don't even remember what it looked like inside. Yeah, it didn't need much work at all. This thing was steel. And then these were the two from stream yesterday. We'll see real quick if they've gone pending yet. I do like this one. Running the numbers on it again, I think it's in an area where it's not a sure thing, so you'd have to be willing to take some risk on this one. Maybe you lose out on the list price a little bit. So I don't think it's a great one. And this one at Gladstone, I don't remember my thoughts on this one. Don't remember what the ARV was on this thing, but it didn't look like it needed a ton of work. Looks majorly cosmetic. Lots and lots of trash. All right, let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. Let me get this off the screen, get it on the right window. Let's pull this back up. Cool beans. Let me just check on the stream real quick. All right, let's get into our regular stuff. Starting out again on 2 straight days not having land on the first property. It's crazy. Looks like we've only got 40 to go through today as well, so we can go a little slower. No fault, see some action. Probably putting new siding on this thing. You're doing the whole inside as well. Oh, jeez. Furnace is up here on the first floor. I mean, it's in a good area. I wouldn't run away from this. Doesn't look like it's going to have enough juice for the squeeze. But we'll take a gander. You guys like that term, gander? I remember the place Gander Mountain. Used to love shopping there. It is a we'll say 800 square feet. And that bad boy's big. Just down here. I'm not the most hip on this area, but I don't think this is going to be worth it. Let's go next. Tibbs Ave. I think we saw that one yesterday. 23rd Street. It's got a big garage out back. If that was ours. Yeah. I am liking this. Oh, I love that. I love that Toyota. Can I have it? But not the two present cars. Man, I want that Corolla. I want that Corolla. Maybe I can reach out to him and see if I can buy it. I drive a truck, which is great, but I really need a sedan for the gas mileage. 900 square feet. That's nice. Do you think you probably need about 45K in work in this thing? So it's right at that mark where it would be breaking even, hardly. It's a pretty big maybe on that. It does have a nice huge garage. Let's try to find the best comp and then see if it has garage. 950 square feet. We could probably add another half bath. It's just expensive. Let's see what the garage looks like on this thing. We do have a garage. It's a 2-car. It's probably pretty similar to us. Not going to be enough juice in this one, unfortunately. I am curious what the rents are here, just because you could do a... I'll be able to burr it. That's big, though. I'd say maybe 1,000. Yeah. I think 1,000 would be the rent on it, so... Probably a no-go. Heflin Street. Cool, I got the layout. My computer's in the way. Walk in, we got 3 bedrooms over here. It's a nice little layout. Be nice if maybe you had like a Jack and Jill here. Or made this a master suite. Or this one. This one would probably be a better master suite. It says this is the biggest bedroom. I don't know. Let's look at the pictures. We've got a garage. Our house looks like crooked. Not bad. Okay. Does have baseboard heating. Needs pretty much new everything. I don't think this thing's gonna work. I have no clue where 102 South Heflin Street is. But that's what we're here for. God, my eyes looked crazy when I did that. My camera turned off and back on so I can actually see it. But for the most part, like the iPad that I use as my webcam, it's just a black screen. So I have no clue what I look like most of the time. Looks like things are transacting pretty high over here, but I don't think this thing's going to look like us. Yeah, that's a lot different. And I don't really want to go above Washington for a comp. Yeah. I think more realistically, this house is probably worth like 150. Yeah, being south of Washington as well, and take a couple dollars off of it. Funny little neighborhood, but it's a no-go for me. Is this on the... Yeah, it's on the east side. Oh, wow, it's out there, too. Not enough data for me. Hillside Ave. This thing just needs new floors. You could just put a renter in here, but I would prefer to have new floors. The neighborhood is literally called Highway Park. I don't know if I'd want to live there. A subdivision. Yo, yo, yo. I don't want to look at that. It's by Keystone. The fairgrounds. If I were to like say okay to one part of Keystone, it's probably here and here, but that's about it. That's gonna be a nowhere. I mean, we'll look at the rent. I don't think it's going to be that high there. Max 1,200, but... Yeah. I guess we should zoom out. Let's not dismiss things so early. There's just no 4 bedrooms rented. I'm sleepy already. Get more of this coffee in me. Paint floors. Don't love the kitchen, but it'll pass. That carpet is ugly. Guess we need to do some drywall too. I don't know what's going on here. Is this a basement? Garage? Sunroom? I don't know what this is. I'm not seeing a lot of vents. There's vents. This thing's interesting. Maybe like 60 to fix up. Just because it has drywall. Yeah, I don't think you rent that thing out in its current condition. It's pretty outdated. Looked at that one yesterday. No condos. Duplex. I might have looked at this one yesterday. I don't remember. Turnkey. Yeah, the garage was falling down. I remember this. It has baseboard heating. It might not in both sides, though. Crawls. Oh, well. That moved out a whole bunch. Carl's right there. Make sure I'm still centered on camera. Not really. Sorry, we need to look for vents again. So coming back through here, we see vents in this carpeted side. A whole bunch of them, no baseboard heating at all. Oh yeah, I remember seeing the garage. Look at the rent on it. It's gonna be the determining factor, really. I think they were 1 bedrooms, correct? One bedroom. The fantabulous part of town. Dang, the 1 bedrooms were a lot lower. It's gonna be a skip for me. Indianapolis Ave in Lebanon. Wasn't this thing listed before? It's not terribly expensive, and I know Lebanon rents can get up there. I don't think it's going to be this high for this one, but doesn't hurt to look. You do usually want more than one bathroom when you go above 2 beds. Yeah. Indianapolis Ave is a rough spot in Lebanon, too. You get 32 that comes here where all the trucks come, and they come right up here. So it's not a lovely place to live. See, that's a 1 bedroom. There's a 3-2, but that's a new house, newer. I don't see it. I don't know where Paragon, Indiana is. You can take down that barn. And the house is completely empty. Not for $225. I've been on Wall Street in advance before, believe it or not. I used to deliver furniture. I don't remember this house, but... propane. This is not something I'm used to messing with. Fairhope Drive. I think I've seen this one too. It's a pass. That's a no. I want to look at this one actually. More so for curiosity's sake. Not the same neighborhood. This one is. It's a 4 though. Maybe we did look at this one. McCordsville. Nah. Danville. Nah. Noblesville. He's got some potential. He needs 2 floors. So I won a couple houses ago. It looked like the floors were scratched up too, but Usually not going to let that be a determining factor, but if it needs all new floors, that's a different story. It's a 4.2, 1,900 square feet. Okay. Not seeing any other fours. Here's a 4. Here's a 4.2.1, 1,800 square feet. So we've got a little bit of room in it, but not too much. We're probably also needing to build another half bath, so that's a no. Crestview. This would be a really nice owner-occupant home. It's got a kind of finish out basement. It's definitely space to add a bedroom here. Is this in Broad Ripple? I think I know where this is. So this is a really good spot. Do a quick little filter. Looking for 2 beds. There's a 2-2. Two, 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 two. Think we can probably add another bathroom, be like these. I want to come back and look at this one. I think it's more of like an owner-occupant play, but I think it's got really good potential. Cordsville again, Canby, Greenwood, Noblesville. I am looking for a house in around the $300 price range that needs only like 30 to 45K in work. Do have a new client that would really appreciate that, so I'm really trying to find it for him because I would also really appreciate that. I just don't think we're going to find it on the MLS. I'm not seeing any value add in here. The basement's already finished. Looks like it has newer flooring. I need one of these, but the floor just to be absolutely messed up. Is it commercial? I'm interested, though. What is this? Ah. It's kind of cool, though. I expected that to need updating. This is really cool. That's a cool looking house. Alright, so we only had one property today. I'm going to go back and look at it, but we're not going to do the whole, like, this portion of the show or whatever. We're just going to go back and look at this Crestview house. So we've got a 2-1. Do we have a basement? Yeah, we have a basement. The garage is a 1-car, 240 square feet. That's something I want to check with these other homes here. Garage is the same exact size there. House is about the same size as well. Garage is about the same size. No garage here. That one has a whole bunch of added square footage. Okay, this one's a little bit bigger. It's brick. It's got a cooler exterior. Kitchen might be nicer. Brick in the bathroom's kind of cool. It's got a finished basement. I think it's about how we would be finishing out our basement. So it's really a 3-bedroom, but they had it as an office because they probably don't have enough egress window space. Where's the furnace? I wonder if it's in that closet. They didn't like show us the furnace, did they? I bet you it's in that closet there. Or whatever this is. Yeah, that's where it's at. I don't know, I like this. You could totally just hide that in the closet. Hide that in the closet, bring the ceiling up a little bit. Maybe you don't finish the side. I don't know. You could finish this with another. You need another bathroom down here is what you need. We've got a nice yard too. I like this a lot. I'm actually going to go ahead and call somebody about this thing right now. So this is the end of the stream. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. If you like this content, and especially if you want to see more, please leave a like, comment, and then hit the subscribe button. The subscribe button will help you come back to this content again and again so we can see you more and more. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you guys have a great day. It is Tuesday. We're almost that halfway point in the week. Almost there. We'll get there, guys. We're almost to the holidays.